Are you tired of the typical libraries with conventional music that makes you feel meh? Introducing Leerecs.com, the music website made for and by minds like you. Our team are lifelong musicians and producers in love with music. Search the Leerecs music catalogs and find music with guaranteed originality. Mark the difference with music of signature at Leerecs.com.
Acordar de manhã e com o barco atravessar o rio.
This is Mais uma Manhã by Ricardo Frutuoso, and this is the kind of music that I love. Immediately as you listen to it, it transports you to a different place, different time, absolutely embraces you in their essence, the essence of the song. So we have Ricardo here with us to tell us more about it. Hi, Ricardo.
Hello, everyone. Hello, man. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
I'm wonderful, and I'm really happy to be with you.
Likewise. I feel...
Thank you.
I feel we have a strong connection already. This music is absolutely incredible. It really gives me goosebumps when I hear it.
Oh my God! Thank you.
So, Ricardo has a tremendous history. Let's leave it there. As an artist, as experience with fame and success, being a musician in Portugal. But he's going to tell us more about it. So why don't you introduce yourself for those that don't know you yet?
Okay. My name is Ricardo Frutuoso, and I came to playing music really late in my teens. I had my late teens, like 18 or so, and I really had to catch up, right? And so I started playing about 8 hours a day for a lot of years, like absolutely embedded, right, with the process and all that. And so I started to play a little bit better. So bands started to invite me to rehearse and all that, and I started to play in clubs like everyone else, right? And I made my name in clubs, but then I was only playing the music of other bands. I was not playing my music, and I always liked to make music and all that. And so it was a little bum to me, and I went to study art, fine art, and I went to the university, and in the in the fifth year, that it was the last year, I was invited to a band in a major label, and 1 year and a half we were not getting outside without giving autographs. It was really astounding how we came from no one to be really known in all the country and all that. So it was really quick. And then I started to meet more musicians. I became a session player in studio, and I love to make records. And I finally made my own record, but I made it in my phone during the lockdowns because I had a peak in the voltage and my hardware toasted. So I only had the telephone, and I recorded in this record, and here's the result.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible story. Are you telling us this we're listening to was made in your phone?
Yes, all the record was made in the phone.
Amazing. This is incredible. Look, art, it finds its way to come out. However,
it's like water. Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing story. Wow, incredible. Yeah, beyond the who needs a studio for the wow, incredible. Woo.
It was the lockdowns, right? You cannot get in a studio. There's no studios. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. So I only had my phone. I had my phone, I had my songs. It was a perfect timing, right?
Perfect timing. Wow. Talk about talent. Mais uma manhã. This is one of the songs of the whole record. How many others were you able to create?
I have 9 songs. The album is called Viragem. That means the turning in English. And it's and the old record. It's about giving and seeing life in a different way. More about we and less about I. And the old 9 songs are about that. And mais uma manhã means one more morning, and it's like the lyrics are all about having one more morning, or wishing to have one more morning to spread the light, right? You spread the light.
Spread the light. I understand the metaphor, but what were you trying to say with that? What does it mean to you? Like, for me, at least, I can think of just give me one more opportunity to find my better self to offer to others.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about that. It's all about being better. Every time the sun comes up, you have a different opportunity to be better and to pursue your objectives and all that in life.
It also can read like just you reflecting of your past choices and maybe asking, give me one more chance. I'll do it better this time.
Yes, I see it this way. I am obsessed with aesthetics, and when you like or dislike something, that will lead you to a different path, and your life becomes the amount of choices you made. So aesthetics is in the right middle of all that, the choices, right? And
I think
this record, it's about that.
I think you're onto something. Yeah, I heard it before. Person is really their choices. The aggregate, absolute sum of their total choices.
Yes.
But this point that you were touching upon, I'm really interested in knowing more about that. As a not only musician but also as a plastic artist, you said something like the right aesthetics is in the center of this. What are you talking more about?
I don't see myself as a musician or a painter or even an artist. I don't see myself. I see myself as a person obsessed with aesthetics.
Okay.
And because to be a musician, it's a consequence. It's not the cause. When you put aesthetic in the center of your life, you're dealing directly with beauty, and a beauty. It's like the ancient civilizations talked about beauty like something that is fair. Fair. Yes. Fairness, if you want,
Fairness.
Right?
All right.
To be, the modern man resumed beauty only to the cute things, right? But it's not, beauty, it's not just the cute or love, or it's a much broader concept.
Okay. So really you feel obligated somehow to pursue fairness in your life, and the consequence is the creation of expressions of that aesthetics pursuit, either music or paint or photograph or writing. And it's very humbling. Somebody who attained such levels of success is not even considering himself an artist yet. So what do you think, when are you ever going to, what is needed to become, to that concept? I think we are onto something. Do you think it's more like the crossing of the hill? You're looking upwards and trying to climb to become an artist, and when you're there, you're already on the other side and feeling like you're not an artist. What's your opinion?
My opinion, maybe it will shock your audience and you, but my opinion is that artists are very overrated, because we are really striving for the one hit single or one hit painting, the fame and all that, and it's really not about that. We will not be here for long, and we must convey our view, our expression, to make living in this planet more comfortable, right? If you see all the music that we hear, all the classical music and all that, imagine life without Beethoven or Mozart or Bach, or wouldn't be the same, right? Would be a much minor. It would be less, not more, And I believe that when you pursue aesthetics, you actually see life as a bigger thing. Yeah, it's the way I think. I really don't care about being understood as an artist or a painter or a musician. I don't care about that. I just want to understand what is beauty and how it relates with other humans and other forms of life even, I believe that animals can understand beauty as well, right?
Nice.
You have to be in harmony, right?
Harmony. What do you mean, being in harmony?
Like in music, melody is one note after the other. When you have harmony, you have two notes at the same time. So just as in life and everything else, you need something else to have harmony, right?
I get it. So why do we have so much dissonance?
Because to understand beauty, you have to have the yang, right? If you have the yin, you have to have the yang. So because without the yang, you wouldn't understand it, right?
Yes. You need the rain
now
to appreciate the rainbow.
The sun, yes, or the rainbow, yes, absolutely. It's really simple. Sometimes we push things in a very complex way, but life is really simple. If you notice the simple things, it's all there. It's all there. The expression of life itself. It's amazing. First slowly, then all at once. You can see that in music, life. When you're cooking, you're cooking for a lot of time. First slowly, and then everybody eats, and all at once, right? When you born, right? You born and you live your life first slowly, and then you die really quickly in comparison to the whole life, right? All at once, And in music and painting as well, right?
How? Give me an example.
In music or in painting? You choose. In music.
In music. Let's do music. This is about music.
In music, it's very simple, right? It's the structure of a song. You have to build up some tension, right? Mm-hmm. You start to build tension, and then you have the release, if you want, in the chorus. For example, the painting is more difficult to explain. It's not immediate if you want to express what you are seeing by words.
If I can tell you what I see from where you're coming.
Yes.
From.
Yes.
These patterns that we see acts like fractals. Fractals are repeatable either in nature, in time, in space, in music, in everywhere. And
yes.
I believe the patterns you're talking about, every song has, like you were saying, a given structure. A lot of times you're building up during the verse to release during the chorus, and maybe some bridge or some special part, to just break the routine and go back to those same patterns. And in painting would be the same. Some, the weight of colors or the immediate relation that your brain connects those traces or thickness or color, saturation, brightness. It's the same type of harmony, equilibrium that we're looking for.
Yes, absolutely. You said it much better than me. It's all about that. Yeah, it's all about that. If you pay attention, you start to enjoy all these phenomena in a lot of areas of your life. It's not just in music or in painting. It's everywhere. This is why I am completely obsessed with beauty and aesthetic. Because I use music to express, to capture in time what I see, what I feel, etc.
Most likely, when you were studying fine arts, you also went through this exercise. Take a piece of paper and cut out a frame. Square, rectangle, cut out a frame. And frame in the beauty that you find. Could be anywhere. It could be Could be walking, and there's there's a beautiful pattern on the pavement. Could be a sunset, and frame it, find it, and capture it. Did you do that exercise too?
Yes, of course. And I believe, I don't remember, but I believe it was Rauschenberg, or it was an American painter that said that you see more masterpieces at the way of the museum than inside of the museum. And it's all about that. It's all about being in that state of mind, that watching beauty in everything, how everything flows.
It's almost like trying to explain to everybody, don't you see, it's here, it's everywhere.
Yes, it's to me it has the same weight of a religion. It's believe that beauty is that language.
It's the way God's trying to communicate with us. I gave you all of this.
Yes. The more the more beauty you see, the more alive you will be. It's amazing how animals can perceive beauty sometimes even better than us.
Because we built all these social constructs around us, and this symbolism, and it's very misleading. So going back to your song, by stroking the strings and creating this harmony is an excellent way to break through all those social constructs and barriers and walls, and just connect directly with your heart.
Yes. When you learn how to play an instrument or to paint or something like that, you learn by copying others. And then when you start to compose your own songs or paintings, you will have to do the opposite exercise. You will have to forget all others and to understand how you work, how will you express, how will you capture, as you said, what you are feeling. And it's really difficult to have your own language, because you will have to make a reference to what exists and existed, but not be limited to only that. You will have to add your view if you want. And it's really hard, it's really difficult. And I'm always working on that to make my barriers go away and express myself in the most unique way I can. You know?
Do you think that going through this, it allows you or teaches you to know yourself better?
Yes. It's one more time, you know, aesthetics and beauty help me all the time to make me know myself even better. Sometimes I'm amazed when you know yourself well, you're expecting a result, and sometimes you don't know how, but the result is completely off of what you were expecting. And this is a message, you know, this is like a poem. It's something that I really respect, and you try to catch it on time in a medium. It can be music or painting or whatever, but it's always about that off moment that I am not expecting. Before this record, I made an EP called Para Onde, that means to where now? Where are we going now?
Okay.
And all the EP has no voice, so it's only instrumental. Okay. And I made it in the first take. Of course, it has lots of flaws, but I don't care about that, you know. I care about being unique. And nobody's making records like this anymore. The whole thing, so I rehearsed a lot before the recording, and all the recordings are made at the first take. Better or worse, it's what you hear. And this record was made in the phone, right? And I had to make full takes. So if I wanted to, my voice over there isn't so good, so I will make another take. So I had to make it from the beginning. And this is really interesting because to make a part better, you will make others worse. So you have to play a lot with it. And it has, and of course, once again, it has flaws. But I'm okay with that. You know, I'm really okay with having some flaws if the thing is bigger than that, you know.
I absolutely agree. I think there's a big topic around pursuing perfection in, especially in pop these days.
Oh my gosh!
Make the waveform as loud as humanly possible, and everything sounds perfect.
Perfect. The
tempo.
Pitch is perfect. The tempo, yes. Yeah.
And okay, well then, you know, it's very cookie cutter. It's very industrialized. Is disposed of any humanity, any true, any reality. I 100% prefer the way you're approaching these productions. Absolutely, much better. Absolutely.
The more everything goes like a machine, the more I will be human. You know, it's my edge, right? You know, this is why nowadays it's really difficult to find music that is different. And of course that exists, but you have to look for a lot of things to catch it, right?
Now, I think there's a bad trend of the industry, maybe considering these kind of productions we're talking about, the more realistic, the more truthful ones, to give it a bad name, to give it like to tag it as lo-fi, and it's a bad trend. I believe is the wrong way to think. But everything's about dollars and cents, and of course, if you're able to create a marvelous collection of songs like this on your phone, and you don't need to pay the big studio. There's gotta be a way to give it a bad name, to make it sound like there's something wrong with it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's, in my opinion, you have to get rid of all these preconceptions, because you will not make it anyways. Let's face it. Nowadays, if you want that hit wonder, right, that hit song, you will have to spend millions. We're not talking about some bucks, a few bucks. We are talking about millions. So you will not make it anyways. So why won't you be more human? Why won't you be more you? Yeah, exactly.
I agree. I agree. Hopefully, we're on the right side of history. I believe we are. We're on the same wavelength. Artistry and beauty, reality and honesty. Those should be valued at one point. And hopefully, I hope they will. In the meantime, everybody that has clarity, for whatever reason, maybe not necessarily any logic and rationale, but just simply trying to pursue their sound and their real selves, will continue to create such fantastic music as yours, as this, Mais uma manhã. And Ricardo, I love to speak with you. I think there's so much to explore with somebody so profound and knowledgeable and experienced as yourself. And let's not forget that Ricardo had the hit wonder, and he perfectly knows what he's talking about. Do you want to thinking, reflecting upon those days, maybe giving advice to somebody who's getting started, or trying to find their way in their own musical journey?
Maybe if I was to start again, I wouldn't bother as much as the big ideas, the big concept, the cosmos, and I would not be interested in these bigger themes, and I would be very specific with what I want to convey and to express, and I would be very specific. Be specific about what you want, because if you are specific, you will be very clear about what you want and about what you do not want, and that can be the choice of notes, or a method, or the process, or the music business, whatever. Be specific. Yeah, it's my advice.
Great advice. What do you not want?
Well, great question. Do you have one more hour?
We do.
What I do not want, well, in a few words, I do not want to miss beauty. I do not want to miss beauty and to miss the family and to not miss friends and and all the beauty around me. And I will have to look at ugliness really, really, really close to find beauty in it.
So you're able to recognize it when you find it?
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. Ricardo Frutuoso, Mais Uma Manhã. Wonderful conversation, wonderful person, great artist, although he doesn't believe he's one.
Yes.
But let's thank you very much. Muito obrigado.
Thank you, man. I'm honored.
Likewise. Mais uma manhã. Let's enjoy it a little bit more, and until the next one.
Se pudesse acordar de manhã e aprender como funciona o mundo, espalhar a luz de novo pelos sítios à minha volta. O futuro está aqui, o passado está aqui, o presente está
Are you
aqui.
tired of the typical libraries with conventional music that makes you feel meh? Introducing Leerecs.com, the music website made for and by minds like you. Our team are lifelong musicians and producers in love with music. Search the Leerecs music catalogs and find music with guaranteed originality. Mark the difference with music of signature at Leerecs.com.